Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today we have Governor Larry Hogan from the state of Maryland, my home state, versus President Hillary Clinton, assuming she was elected in 2020. This was suggested by Spectacular Spider-Man. He's been pretty much an active viewer of my channel since I started, actually. So that was pretty interesting. So again, comment suggestions, guys. There's a high chance that I'll probably get to them. Upcoming, I'm going to have a 2020 Democratic primary map with a range of candidates. Mainly, I'll probably be doing updated ones with just one-on-one. But we all know 2020 is going to be a bloodbath coming to the Democratic primary, ultimately ending the unification that they're trying to have now. But that happens every election season. It's nothing that you can't deter from, so that's probably going to happen, but sorry about that sound. That's my Hangouts notification. But other than that, yeah, so this is going to be scheduled to drop probably around 7 a.m. tomorrow, so I hope it comes out that time. So again, President Hillary Clinton versus Larry Hogan. Starting off with the safe states, we know we always fill in the West Coast first, going down to New Mexico, and this is assuming Hillary Clinton was elected president come around time in 2016, and she won in states like Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, her most likely path to the presidency, considering her margins. And we look at the rest of the states. I didn't give her the state of Ohio, Iowa, North Carolina, Arizona, Florida. I gave those all to Trump, so it would still be a Republican state. Hogan would be the Republican nominee, so things would definitely be different. Going up to Maine, I think Maine at large would go to Hillary Clinton. As for the toss-up states, a substantial number of them, usually the regular amount, but we have a little bit more than what we normally see this election season. North Carolina, now we're going to fill in all the safe Hogan states. Honestly, with Mike Pence out of the picture, Indiana could become a toss-up, but it's becoming more and more Republican every year. Don't expect much from the state. For the Democratic Party, unless they nominate someone who can really drive out African-American turnout, as Obama did, and anger the people that previously voted for Republicans. It's not going to happen again, probably. It's most likely not going to happen again. Actually, in one electoral vote in Maine, I should have let them one as a toss-up. But 184 electoral votes are a toss-up. Arizona and Georgia, Larry Hogan is a very moderate Republican. He's very popular in even his home state of Maryland. The reason I didn't, before you yell at me, the reason I didn't give him Maryland was his approval rating may be high, but when it comes to presidential elections, you rarely see a Republican win in Maryland. It's deemed a safe blue state. It may be closer than normally, but Maryland, #1, would not go to the GOP, even if Larry Hogan was at the top of the ticket. Don't expect states like Massachusetts to go to Charlie Baker if he was the one running on the GOP side. Again, these states are heavily embedded Democratic states. Don't expect them to flip unless there's an actual horrible Democratic candidate, and Hillary's not one of them. States like Virginia with Tim Kaine, the incumbent, again, Hillary Clinton would pick up those votes. Going over to the West Coast, she held on to these states. Hogan's probably not going to make a major appeal. Again, I love my governor. I mean, he's an amazing governor, but I'm not going to let personal bias get in the way of where I actually see the voters going to. I mean, Larry Hogan, sure, he's a great governor for the state of Maryland, but he's not one to drive out African-American turnout, drive out Latino turnout for the GOP. One of the main reasons he won in 2014 was because it was change, and it was the anti-Obama wave. And that's one of the main reasons why he won. He's probably going to win re-election coming around 2018, in my view. Again, that probably is personal bias right there, but I'm not going to let that influence an election prediction. So going over to Ohio and Iowa, these are states I think Hogan could rely on for going to him. Going over to North Carolina, another state I think Hogan could narrowly pick up. Going over to Pennsylvania, though, that one would be a flip from 2016, going to the GOP. Just because he's from the state of Maryland, he can appeal to the white working class a lot better. He may not win his home state, but he could win states around it. Virginia was one that could have been closer than in 2016. Overall, I still think the state would have gone to Hillary, but I do think she would win in Florida. Hurricanes probably still would have been a factor. I mean, the Hurricanes didn't care who was elected president, so the Puerto Rican immigrants would have still came in, and that would be a bigger Democratic voting group, and I think that state would shift a little more Democratic. Going over to the state of Michigan, I think Hillary Clinton would narrowly win in the state of Michigan. However, I also think Hogan would pick up Wisconsin and grab the state of Wisconsin. Going up to the Northeast, I think that Hogan would also carry the state of New Hampshire, but Hillary would probably hold on to all of Maine, effectively tying them at 264 to 264, and it would be a Democratic victory. Hillary Clinton would be reelected. Now, this is the final electoral map. 274 electoral votes for President Hillary Clinton, 264 for Larry Hogan. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you all today.